Yeah, I think the most surprising thing about JJ signing in Arizona is that nobody even I don't remember anybody mention it. Now I'm sure there will be a lot of people that come back and show their tweets.
They were in on him the entire time, AJ.
You were? I guess I should have been following you, Jay. I'm not following.
Oh my God.
Has Jay always been on the show, or is this recent?
He just got on the phone. And by the way, I have to reiterate, all right, for the Bills out there, the thoughts and opinions of Ty Schmidt do not reflect that of his coworkers, peers, or employer. But we do welcome them because that is what a good conversation has to have.
I'm not saying anything bad about him. I think he's a great guy. Just, sometimes. Listen, Jay, you don't have to make yourself look like a dipshit, all the time on Twitter.
He does alley-oop himself, but he does well as well. Jay Glazer's been in the game a long time, but aside from him, nobody talked about it, dude. Nobody. That's why, there's a chance that somebody's going to make a motivational video that is about the Cardinals and nobody gave them a chance to get J.J. Watt. And they're going to have clips from our show going like, oh, he goes here. He'll be able to win here. And they'll be like, nobody believed us. It's like, come on. That is why, we're going to play the game because we have to. Mm-hmm. But all these rumors that we're hearing could be complete bullshit about everything. Unless we hear it directly from the person, we can't trust anything. Like, for instance, we're hearing that the Texans aren't answering any calls. Does that mean they are answering calls? Does that mean they are answering calls? Where's he going with all of these rumors? We have to remember that, boy, this J.J. Watt thing was just a debunker to everything that was publicly stated at any point during this entire thing.
Well, I think first off, to defend Jay, his tweet, he's not lying. Yes, the Cardinals were absolutely in the thick of this hunt the whole time.
Yeah.
This didn't just happen over the last 6 or 7 hours.
No, yeah, we agree. That's what we all.
So
that's why. Do you need to? Do you need to? Is the question.
I might put that tweet out. I might put that out like 7 o'clock tonight. Hey, the Cardinals were in the hunt the whole time.
By the way, same reaction from us to you as there is to Jay Glazer. So Jay Glazer needs to know that. Jay, this is all love here.
Yeah, I guess what it tells me, though, don't you think, Pat, because we haven't really heard people talk about Arizona being a possible destination for JJ, that no one really gives the Cardinals a chance to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's exactly because he's ring chasing. So if you really want to spend, he's ring chasing, so you'd never think on earth to go to the Arizona Cardinals. But if you start looking at their roster and the way they're set up, and maybe a potential trade with Jack Easterby for Kyler, for Deshaun with another first-round pick, all of a sudden you got Deshaun, Nuke, and J.J. Watt, the 3 pillars basically of the Houston Texans. Whenever you're talking about greatness in Arizona, with some others in a much better run organization at the moment, you would think from looking in from the outside, that would make this whole thing a ring-chasing opportunity, and maybe that's what they sold JJ on.
Yeah, I'm sure that they had a plan in place, and they showed it to him, and he felt good about it. But I wonder, are you saying Jack Easterby may be traded to Arizona?
No. I'm talking about winning, not losing. Winning.
We don't know. We don't know until years down the road if you would win that trade. If Jack went there.
He's untradeable, AJ.
Jack Easterby does have a non-contract or non-trade clause in his deal with God or whatever. But the thought of Deshaun, deal with God, non-trade, won't go anywhere else. Because there are some people that believe in something, and then all of a sudden halfway through they're like, this seems like bullshit, and they go to another one. And then it's like, well, I don't believe in that one either. Jack Easterby's not that way. He's locked in. Jesus is crip walking forever.
Yep.
Shout out to him, non-trade clause. But imagine if Deshaun ends up in Arizona, Deshaun Watson, and you're a Texans fan, you would just what? You would just have to start. You'd be a Cardinals fan all of a sudden.
Yeah.
That's how that
would
work.
Or a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, that's what you would have to do. Mm-hmm. That'd be awesome.
I don't see any way that happens. Don't you think that the Cardinals believe Kyler's the future?
None of this is real. You know what I mean? None of it could possibly be real. But Kyler got better, right? Year 1 to year 2. What is he going to do from year 2 to year 3? You think you'll be able to figure out if you're Kyler, and maybe even Cliff Kingsbury a part of this as well, because he's trying to figure out NFL offenses as we go, kind of live in real action as well. What if this upcoming year is their best year, which all signs point to it should be, especially with the jump that they've made and the potential that they've shown with an actual offseason and not potentially not having all Zoom calls? That offense might be one of the most electrifying ones. If they can get some stops, does J.J. Watt immediately put them into the conversation? That's the whole conversation right now. Are they in the conversation now?
Yeah, I mean, well, we know he's not going to make the team worse. He's only going to make the team better. Now, how much better is that? I don't know. How many play
with the salary cap? Michael Lombardi, former general manager, he put out a tweet that said, good for JJ getting $31 million. That's awesome. But with the cap in question and potential flux or something like that, is this a good move? He doesn't really know what's going on long term here because nobody knows how much money you can have. Nobody knows how much money you're even allowed to have next year,